You have got to be kidding me.
What is good, everybody? It is the one and the only C to the J.
And I'm last name Scott.
And this is Seriously Bro Podcast. We take everything serious.
And not so serious.
And ladies and gentlemen, I always start that off like that. I'm sorry. I need to do something else. I don't know. I'm sorry.
If it's not broke,
don't fix it.
there you go.
You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at you with another episode edition of Seriously Bro Podcast.
Another episode edition.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. You know, everybody.
I mean, you're gonna nitpick. I got a nitpick too.
Touche. You know, one thing I was going to ask you: why did you? I knew you used to wear earrings. So why did you?
I don't know, bro. It just came out live.
Was that random?
I got it pierced randomly.
Hmm?
But I didn't get it. I didn't undo it. That's what you would call it randomly.
Why you start wearing earrings?
I don't know, bro. It's just a lot to take on, take off, and earring backs. I don't like that.
Hoop earrings.
You keep that in all the time?
I take them out. I take them out. Yeah, I take them out every night.
Yeah, it was some random shit, bro. I just got a pierce one day, and then I went back home, and my biological father didn't like it. My mom didn't like it. And Gramps thought I was homosexual, so I was like...
You know, the funny thing about it is he had an earring, too.
Yeah. And because we talked about it, too, but for newcomers, yeah, when I went back home, we stopped, because he was working on the old junior high at that time, and we stopped by, and my mom was like, look. And then he saw it, and he was like, what? And she was like, look. He was like, oh. I'm like, you're doing a lot, bro. That's a big assumption.
Yeah.
You went from like you saw one earring and you was like,
boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, man. So,
bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom.
So I think all that might have. I don't know, bro. I just think one day I just stopped doing it, but yeah, I don't think it's for me. I'm not trying to. Not to say that's flashy, because I mean, what you got is like very neat. In a sense, yeah, it's very subtle.
I don't do big earrings. I do like medium-sized earrings because it's like I like subtle shit. Like I don't. One thing about me, I like a lot of things subtle. I'm not too flashy. From everything I do, like even in my house, like I hate having stuff that I don't use.
I'm the same way too. I tell people, hey, bro, that's a good point, because I can't stand having that damn. I can't stand a living room in the house. Now understand me. You have a den. That's where people go most of the time. Then some people have a living room. That's when furniture that people don't use.
Exactly. Oh, they got the plastic and shit.
Exactly. Well, you're bugging. That's old school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't stand that shit, and I can't stand a dining room.
Or that little the vase that you can't touch shit in there.
Well, that's typically in the dining room, the china cabinet.
The china cabinet, yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand that shit. Because we use those rooms maybe 3 to 4 times a year.
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Exactly. So I can't stand that shit. I'm like, let's go ahead and make that room. But a lot of people at houses now are doing like an open floor plan, so they don't have the dining room. The dining room is typically like just the area on side of the kitchen where you just put a table, like apartments are. So I like that better.
Nah, for me, I want a house, but I want a living room and dining room. Obviously.
Why?
Huh?
You want a living room and why? Why you want that?
A living room is where you go watch TV and do all that.
That's
stuff.
the den.
I call it the living room because you live in that motherfucker. You live a life.
That's not how life works.
But a dining room is where you go to dine.
Yeah, you want to sit at a
table,
8-person table in a dining room. You have a dining area.
Yeah.
Difference between a dining area, like say for example, y'all have a dining area. Well, y'all kind of have slick both, but at the same time,
it's merged.
I think y'all have a nook.
A nook. Yeah.
Seriously, I'm being serious. Y'all have like a nook.
Yeah.
And then y'all have a dining area. Mm-hmm. So that's like for more formal.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't count the nook as like a dining room. That's more of a nook. That makes sense?
No, I mean it do, but I'm saying, like I said, I want a dining room and a living room. It don't have to be big. I just want like a dining room to where we go eat.
Why would you want a living room? Well, never mind, bro. I mean, teachers on, I guess. But I would tell people up and down, like, yo, I can't stand that shit. If it's not functional, I don't want it.
If it's not functional, I don't want it.
We should use that shit every day, in a sense.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, like I was telling people, like you can make the dining room area, not dining room, but the living room area like a library or some shit like that, or like a lounging. Like we got kids and we go here to separate ourselves from them. Like don't come in here in a sense. Or I don't know, but you can make it a gym. You can make all kind of shit. An office, a 2-person office.
Yeah. I need an office. Definitely need an office.
Yeah.
I gotta have an office.
Yeah.
I gotta have a man cave too. I want to have a basement, kind of like this, but like have a bar, like it'd be brick. everywhere, all the way around.
Yeah.
And I want a bar, bro. I want a big ass TV, like movie theater, nigga. So like my niggas know when it come down, we smoke on hookah.
Of course.
Obviously. Boom, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think it's bada boom, bada bing, but Michael Scott say bada bing, bada boom.
Boy, that nigga got so many quotes, bro.
And they misuse not the right quotes. Yeah.
Facts. But anyways, man, it's still cuffing season, and I have to ask you a couple things, bro. It's actually really two things, and we can get up out of here. really two.
This might be a shorter episode, by the way, because we have other things seriously bro related that we have to do after this. So.
Yeah. So one thing is, I know we talked about ghosting like on the last episode, right? So for you, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, we're too old to be ghosting." And what this is actually how I want to come about it, right? So this is very disturbing, and I just want you to know what I'm about to say is very disturbing. So I was reading the tweet that this tweet a dude said, right? So the dude went out with another dude, and he said they
went on a date.
Yeah, they went on a date.
Two guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, he texted back and said, "I'm never going to go on a date with you because I did not know that you had
a disability." Yeah, I remember that.
And I was just like, that's really effed up. It's really effed up. Because my thing is, you did not have to say that. You could have literally ghosted and just not said anything back. Especially like that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, in certain instances, you can just ghost. But my thing is, the conversation piece is like women say you too old to be ghosting and communicate. Let us know. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't got a time of day. That's energy.
No,
it don't take energy to ghost.
But
it energy to text.
But even what you're saying though, like how he said, I don't want to date you. I would never go on. First of all, the whole wording was crazy. I will never go on a date with you because you have a disability. Mm-hmm. You don't have to say all that. You can say, just going by his example, I don't want to date you anymore, and the reason why is because you have a disability. You don't have to say, I'll never date you again because you have a disability. That's crazy. And then you don't even have to say that. You could be like, I'm not interested, and I wish you the best, and yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, like, there's a big difference between how you communicate or how you get that message across. You ain't have to do all that. Yeah. This ain't fake to me.
Yeah. Oh, yes, bro. I hate when people do something.
But I mean, that's not the here or there. But I mean, there are people that probably do that stuff.
And my thing is, like, I went on his page and I was like, the disability that he said he had wasn't that bad.
It's a cerebral palsy.
Yeah, and like from what I saw in the videos, you couldn't really tell.
Well,
I guess
I watched it too, and I could definitely tell.
I couldn't tell that bad.
But I mean, once again, though, I don't know. That was an asshole move, I think. But as far as like ghosting goes, I mean, like, I don't want to say it's an age thing. I mean, I think it's just a matter of probably.
He was so close. He thought about it. He's like, this shit go on the internet.
No, but it's not. But no, okay. So I'm being honest. Though I think it's not. I don't want to say it's a matter. I will say that I've done it before. We talked about this before in the episode. Mm-hmm. I've done it before, and I did it again recently. But I don't think I lack respect for the person. It's not that. It's not a matter of that. But maybe it's more so. Just because I didn't think of it that way doesn't mean that's not the case. So maybe it is a matter of respect, even though I didn't intend to disrespect you. I'm just not thinking of it in that sense. I'm just thinking selfishly. Cause I mean, I to this day, bro, I regret that.
Regret what?
The person I ghosted. I won't say recently because it's been this year, but it's not been recently. It's been like towards the beginning maybe, and I did it, and I still regret that. For one, because the situation I got into, I did it because of I don't know how we talked about it when we was with we did the episode with Intel, and I was talking about how I messaged somebody, I DM'd somebody, and they didn't DM me back, but they never read it, and that's who I jumped ship for or whatever.
Be careful what you ask for.
And that exactly, and that shit was pointless. But it also too, like the person I was talking to had a kid, and I don't know if I was ready for that. And that was like, so having this, the grass ain't always greener, even though it is greener, but it only lasts in the summertime. In the wintertime, that should get brown and ugly, but this stay green all fucking year. So I didn't know that part. It was greener at a certain time, but once a month, it would just get really brown. And I ain't never dealt with that before.
I couldn't date somebody that had a kid either. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I could talk to somebody, but I couldn't date. I know it's fucked up to say, but still, I'm be honest. I mean, I'm not. I mean, it has to be very.
I wish we could tell a story about what happened.
I'd say tell it.
I ain't gonna tell them. I'm gonna lead up to a certain point to where you understand it, and if you want to keep going, then you let me know. So we went out in the park bar. We met two people, and then we ended up going out with them later that night. Late. I'm surprised they even waited for us that long, because it was like late, and they sat there the whole time. I'm like, first of all, y'all are crazy. Secondly, thank you. And so
That's the first time going to park bar.
Yes, I said that other time. You didn't agree with me, but anyway. And so you ended up talking to someone.
Oh, fuck.
And you ended up telling them something. You don't have to go. You don't have to go no more, though.
Oh, no. Let's break it up. So my niece I'd say my niece look like me. So I always like be joking with everybody saying like I have a kid. And I bring her up. And I have hella pictures on my phone because we have a group chat.
Oh, you went full character.
Full character.
Oh, no. Tell the whole story, bro. And
So,
then for the newcomers, we got to explain full character as well.
Yeah. Oh, God. So basically, so we was at a club and she said she had a kid. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I do too.
Why would you do that? I never understood it, bro. Why would you lie to somebody?
I was lit.
Okay, now that is understandable.
I was lit.
I understand
and I was
that.
just trying to be, what's the word?
I would never be like, yeah. That's like that's some real Saved by the Bell Will Smith type shit, bro.
I mean, and I could pull it off. I could like say, hey, can I babysit for this today? You know what I'm saying?
Christ.
I could pull it off, bro.
That's what Will Smith did.
Yeah, but oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It worked out good, but he could have had a goddamn Hawaii trip, Pampers. I mean, shit. It wasn't. He could have did all that. Yeah. He didn't go full character. He went 75%.
Yeah, but those who are just tuning in, once again,
you gotta see it through.
And that's what full character is.
You gotta see
That's
it
when
through.
you tell somebody a lie, but then you
gotta
just keep
see it
it.
through.
You change costume, voices. You get your homeboys involved. Get your parents involved.
You gotta see it through, bro.
You pretty much go Leonardo DiCaprio.
You gotta see
on
it
the
through.
phone or in person.
So basically, that's what I did. I said I had a kid, everything. That's crazy. Now I'm sitting there showing pictures now, which hopefully my sister never sees this and be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Exactly.
But the real reason the definition of full character came about because I had somebody over here and I wanted them to leave. Mm-hmm. So basically, what I did was
you told them you had a meeting.
I had a meeting. And
a Zoom meeting.
Mm-hmm. I think I said an interview or some shit.
Yeah.
I put on a full suit, tie, everything.
And you set up your camera, everything. You set the background up. That's full character. That's when you set the setup. You have a whole set. Production is going. You got the camera going. You pulled up Zoom. You signed in. You on camera. You got the time. You're like, all right, bet. And then the person like once again
stuck around.
Yeah, I can't. Well,
and I was just like, I don't know what I said to get her out, but she did. And then she sat there outside for a little minute, and I waited because I wasn't gonna pull the suit off until she left. So when she finally left, this nigga said, "Whatever you do, bro,
don't go full character on me. I don't care what you do."
That's the only thing he said too. He didn't laugh. He didn't do nothing. He said, "Whatever you do, bro, just don't go full character on me."
You know what I was gonna ask you when the last time you went full character, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna reciprocate that. But I was just thought about it, and I went full character on old girl when we drove to that spot, and then we was like, your house got broken into.
Wait, what?
Your house got broken into. We had to go to Athens. It was her birthday, and we were supposed to go out, and we started driving. We was like, oh shit, and I'm like, dang, fuck. We were like, it's closed. And it's like, all right, bet. Because I was really gonna do that. I'm like, bet, we're gonna go here. But they were closed. So all right, bet. And then you was like, bro, my house was broken into. I'm like, all right, bet. Well, let's go check it out. Let's go handle this.
And she wanted to go.
I'm like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? I'm like, no. We'll be there all night.
Yeah,
we'll be there all night. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who's there. I don't know what's happening. So I don't want you to be involved in none of that.
I'm like, nigga, I don't remember that. I'm drunk. Like, I'm drunk, but I wasn't drunk. I remember that vividly.
Yeah.
I got who I was with, but I remember that.
Okay, I ain't gonna say no names. But the reason it was full character because I came in, I had on shorts and I had on an orange shirt.
Yeah.
I came in, I changed my shoes and I put on sweatpants.
Oh yes, and the thing is, I forgot the reason. It was the other reason too. He's like, you don't like your fit or something. So I forgot what it was.
Nah. Yeah.
You put on sweats over
your clothes, exactly. I had the same shoes on, but I just put on sweats. I had put on sweats.
And then
so when she did, I just took them shits off. We was on our merry fucking way.
And I responded to you. I said, "Don't ever go full character on me." Oh my gosh, we can't put this out there. They gonna be like, y'all ain't shit.
I don't care, no. I don't care, bro. Like I said, this season, bro, I'm letting loose. I'm letting loose on anybody. I got a clip.
Oh my God.
And I'm letting loose on anything, bro.
So many funny stories, bro.
That's true, but we have held back on a lot of them shits.
That's crazy.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So we went to this Airbnb one time, and
okay, here we go.
No.
That's wild.
4th season.
Hell no, never season. It's that song. That's that song, bro.
Oh my God.
That's Patreon.
No facts.
Type shit.
Facts. That's funny, bro. That's funny. But anyways, so I was talking to this couple, right? And he was just like, yeah, I don't go to basketball games with my wife. He's like, I go to basketball game. I have a basketball wife. And I was like, huh? So I was talking to, I'm sorry, it wasn't a couple. Well, it was a basketball couple. It was a basketball couple. And then the wife come up and is like, yeah, I have no problem. Like, we all hang out together.
His basketball wife.
No, his real wife pulled up. It was like, we always have, it was cool. And I was like, that's crazy that you have a basketball wife. It's dope.
To a certain degree.
It's dope.
Not if you have a real wife.
I mean, and that's a perfect setup. Because remember I said I had a conversation in the last episode and I was like, I want you to be in tune with the stuff I like to do. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, like, and I told him, I said, to me, I will call her my movie wife, which is my best friend, Antoinette. Because we put each other on movies. We sat there, we watched, like, because over the summer, like I told you, like, the year before I went to UGA, I had my friends at my house. It's me, Zayla, and Shane, and Antoinette. They'll always be at my house. So, like, the day, like, I walked in, woke up with them in there, went to sleep, they all stayed at my house. And I think it was one time Zayla and Shane worked a lot over the summer. So it was really me and Antoinette. Well, I did too, but, I worked at night. So me and Antoinette be at the house by ourselves all the time. So we'd be watching shit. And we'd just be watching stuff together. So, like, we watched Lucifer together. And then that's how we got on, like, watching movies together and stuff. So now, like, when Lucifer came out, we was watching Lucifer and shit, you know? So, I like, to me, that's my movie wife.
I get that.
I had an anime wife, but she...
The problem with that, though, is, for one, you don't have a wife. So, but then also, like, you have people that have a work wife. Like, I don't know if you can count the first person I would deem my work wife because she was a lesbian. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, if we just take that out of the equation and she was my work wife, she'd be like, yo, on your way, can you stop and get breakfast? And I would say the same thing too. Mm-hmm. But at my current job, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but I had somebody. I don't have them right now at this moment. I don't have them right now at this moment because they left. They went to another company. But I would consider her my work wife. Like, we would talk all the time. We started together, so we already had that bond. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, and then she was just cool. Like, yeah, and she was like, I don't know her nationality, but it was like Indian.
Oh.
Yeah, but she was dope though.
Yeah, nah. Like, for me, I like that aspect of it, because, like, for me, I'm not saying this about Antoinette, but, like, when I say somebody's like for instance, hypothetically, Antoinette, my movie wife, like, that's strictly who I do stuff with, right? Like, I want, like, for instance, I have friends I only talk anime about with. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything about each other. Like, I got friends that we talk Marvel stuff with. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's when I say, if I have like he said, work wife, we don't talk outside of work, or, I mean, we talk outside of work, but you know what I'm saying? We do a lot of work stuff together, you know what I'm saying? So, like, same thing. So, like, to me, do you think that your potential wife will have a problem with that?
I don't know about that, but let me just, and I'm not trying to ignore your question, I'll get back to that if you remind me. But as far as the basketball wife situation, he has a real wife, and he can literally get one of his homeboys if they exist and go to the basketball game with them. You don't need a work wife when you can have a buddy to just go to the game with. Especially if he's buying a ticket, you can buy your homeboy a ticket and go to the game with him. I mean, and I mean, even if
you say that, it's kind of fishy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, cause work, you have to go to work. So if you make companionship in a to a certain extent with somebody of the opposite sex, then that's not a problem in my eyes.
No, you're right. That's fishy.
You just taking a woman, unless she's like a real. Because I mean, there are some women out there that are real diehard like sports fans. So if that's legit what it is, then I mean, But at the same time too, I mean, I hope that he can introduce. I hope his wife knows this person, and they all can do this thing together, or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually fishing out now. Yeah, I wouldn't just have a random like anime wife or like a Marvel wife. You know what I'm saying? I would have somebody that like we was already friends with.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you got married, if you got married and you kept answering that around, and I don't see a problem with that.
Okay, but like I was trying to say, is that I hate when people like you say you get in a relationship and then you just can't talk to your friends no more. Like your opposite sex friends.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because to me now that means that you think that y'all had going something that at a particular point in time that it means you had something going on.
Well,
you know, so that's the point. That's the point I was trying to make. So like even when I get married, my friends still gonna be my friends. Or even when I get in a relationship, my friends still gonna be my friends. Yeah. So my thing is, if you was friends, if my spouse is friends with somebody, and then we got together and y'all stopped being friends because he's a male thing, that means I feel like there was something going on the whole time. Does it make sense?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
But like, like the little whole time, like you said, I didn't think about the basketball wife, like unless they was already friends.
Yeah, and that could be the case. But even that though, bro, I mean, maybe you could put that label on somebody, but I mean, if you have a friend that's genuinely a friend, sorry guys, if you have a friend that's genuinely a friend, I don't see why you have to call them a basketball wife. You'd be like, I'm going with my friend, and my friend enjoys basketball. Yeah,
I mean that was the label they called each other. I was like, that's
what I'm saying though, bro. But like, I made a friend through work, and I mean, I could label her that at that moment, but now we are genuinely friends. Like outside of work, we meet up, we link, and like all kind of stuff or whatever. So now that we're friends and we weren't working together for a while, she's just my friend now. She's no longer my work wife. She's not my friend because we meet outside of work and we don't work together anymore. We met through work, but we still link outside of work. So now she's just my friend. So if I take her and we both have battle rap in common and we go see a show, I'm not saying this is my battle rap wife. This is just my friend and we're going to see a show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see 100% what you're saying.
So basketball wife is, I mean, like, and it made me, I mean, because people have like meetups, and like I said, you know, I'm open to all. If you say it, I believe it. So maybe they have like that app. Was it Group Me or Meet Me or something? A meetup where you can like meet people that have the same interests. Oh. So maybe he mentoring like, all right, Bill, let's go to the Clippers game. I got it. So maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying all the possibilities I could think of at this moment.
No, yeah. But another thing is, switch the subject, is that, you know, even then, like we always talk about like financial and dating and stuff. We keep saying that women are like easily impressed by money, but have you ever seen how a man act whenever another man has money around him? Like, you know,
no.
For instance, like, you know, whenever for instance, like whenever they friend like say get famous and make it, how somebody would start like how that friend would start riding them and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never experienced that, so I don't know. But I mean, I do see people, but I don't know how close they were prior to the come up. Like, I mean, Meg Thee Stallion and her friends, they seem pretty close. But I mean, not so much.
I'm talking about that nigga that was on Chief Keef. Chief Keef ain't this. Chief Keef ain't that. Stop talking about Chief Keef. You don't know what that nigga been through. I don't have.
You know what I can't stand up, bro. I can't stand when people be like, I went to high school with such. I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, true. I said I went to high school. I said.
You gonna say it anyway? Oh, talking about with Baxton, what's his name? Brian, yeah.
I said no. I use that in reference to Baxley. Like, hey, you ever heard of Byron Bussin?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he's from Baxley, Georgia.
I could do that, cause I mean
that's what I do.
Yeah.
I don't say, oh, yeah, I went to high school with him. I say there's a story now. I didn't know who he was. He was like, it was like my 10th grade year. He was in 12th grade. I did not know who he was. he can't. You know how motherfuckers just come in PE randomly and stuff. He came in there and started playing basketball. They threw this nigga alley. He jumped over my head.
He tall. How tall is he? You don't know?
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, he seemed pretty tall.
He jumped over my head, tried to jump in the alley.
Don't tell nobody that shit.
No. Listen, you heard what I said. He tried.
Exactly.
I didn't know who he was, bro. When I tell you, everybody, what? I was like, nigga, why? Wait a minute. Y'all trying to fight me. I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't care if I knew who he was. You're not for the dunk on me.
Exactly, bro.
You might be who you are,
but
you still a nigga from back.
And the bad part about it, he tried to dunk on me with slippers on.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was like, this. I can.
Oh, not with
slides. I would never be able to have a wife. I wouldn't be able to go home. You
have no type of wife.
Hey,
a nurse.
I got in his way, bro. He just couldn't get the ball. I was like, bro, I'm not about to let you do this.
Little stiff forearm.
Yeah, exactly.
Action.
I was like, I can't let you do that.
Yeah.
And it was a nice one too. It would have been fire.
Yeah.
All I saw was
he was already in the league at this point.
No. He was no.
Oh, he was a senior.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 months later.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Millions of dollars of contracts and shit.
Yeah.
But nah. I think people. This one, even in that instance, people act so funny around people like that.
Yeah.
Cause my thing is, my only question that I want to ask them is how life has changed for you. That's the only question I want to ask? How life has changed for you, and like what's new? Because one question I do want to ask is people that got blue checks, like, do you get notifications every single time people like get likes and shit? You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, then your phone is about to overmax. Because Beyonce get 4 million likes on her fucking picture. Yeah. So like she don't have notifications on, or when you get that blue check.
Oh, you're right, bro. I ain't thinking about that. I'm thinking about people like kind of like
semi-famous
D status.
Yeah, they got blue checks.
Yeah,
stuff.
just like they popular on social media and that's it.
Yeah.
But you talking about people that are like famous, oh yeah, you're right, bro. I'm pretty sure it has to be like a different type of setup. But I mean, you can turn your notifications off too. I don't see why you would.
But I'm saying, but also too is that when blue checks and blue checks get together, do they they respond to each other? Do they get notifications?
You're asking a lot of great questions, but you a social media ass nigga too. So I can see why you would think like this. Because I never thought about this
for the longest, bro.
I know you do. Because you be like this all goddamn day.
Okay. But still.
Well, no, you're right, though. Outside the jokes, you're asking a lot of great questions. These are great questions because, like, but at the same time, too, though, if Wale and Jay-Z follow each other on Twitter and he wants to message him, if he can't get his number, then you don't need to talk to fucking Jay-Z. And if Jay-Z want to get in touch with Wale, I'm pretty sure he'll reach out to him.
But that's the crazy part about it too is, like I see, like even Jay-Z, it was like he'll tell his assistant, go get in contact with Wale or go get in contact with so and so. How does his assistant do that? It must got because it's like the assistant must know the assistant must know the assistant.
I think so. Yeah, I think they can call somebody and then that person can call somebody.
They call each other assistants or something like that.
Well, this thing they call 6 degrees of separation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it might be like that. Like
that is actually very true because I know I got Chandler know this dude and know Drake. There's only 3 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, we talked about this too before. I guess we need to stop saying that, but
yeah.
We talked about how like social media's kind of fucked that up.
Yeah.
Because like everybody kind of know everybody at this point. I mean, you don't know of them. I mean, you know of them and you connect to them in a certain degree.
Yeah.
So that whole 6 degrees is messed up at this point.
Yeah.
We all connected.
I believe in that, and I also believe in the butterfly effect. That like you can change the whole course of a world just by moving your phone right here.
Yeah.
I like even like Men in Black 3, where the little dude that was psychic and stuff. He's like, oh, I wonder what time this is gonna be. He's like, oh, I didn't picture this, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that is very actual, factual.
Yeah,
if time travel was an actual thing.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't think time travel is real. So
yeah.
It's not gonna be real. No way possible you can go back in time. Now going forward in time, possibly. Going backwards, no. No way possible.
The possible is impossible.
You can say whatever cool phrase you want to say, bro. Don't make it true.
But anyways, man, let us know, bro. I want to know what y'all feel about these work wives, basketball wives. Like for me, anime wife. Like, do y'all think that that's weird, or do y'all think that it's like something cool or legit?
Or tell us what category would your basketball wife or husband would be in? Like, would you have a cooking husband that just is a chef that likes to cook for you or whatever, or
Or would you do what I said last episode and get into some of the things that your spouse likes and so you don't have to worry about that? Because I know for a goddamn fact, it depends on such a situation is I'm not gonna let my girlfriend can have a work husband. That'd be cool. But I gotta meet the nigga first.
Or you can do like I do and just enjoy that time by yourself.
Message.
Yeah.
By far, message. But either way, man, let us know. Let us know your thoughts, man, because that's one thing I do really want to know is which I think about that because I want to have a basketball wife so I can go to basketball games with, so I have to explain what's going on. I hate that shit.
Bro, I remember.
It's like Marvel movie. I hate when people go to Marvel movie. I had to explain what's going on.
I remember I took somebody, the person I was talking to at the time, I took them to a fucking Kobe Bryant's last game in Atlanta. The last time I'll ever see him. And I've seen him twice in my life.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
And I'm like, you don't even know what you're witnessing. That's what I be talking about, bro. I can't stand introducing somebody to something that they're not going to appreciate. And I mean, I get it, but at the same time, that's why I'm like, I just do this shit by myself. I'd rather just do this by myself so I can understand
I would definitely do that by myself.
And I can have this whole experience with myself and not have this, I don't want to say like a dark cloud over it, but just that whole experience. I mean, I just want to visualize the happiness of that moment. But
yeah, I would definitely do that by myself.
Yeah, but I mean, I like turning up with people too. So
that is true too, but I would definitely do that by myself. But I digress. But anyways, man, let us know. So let us know in the comments what y'all think. But as always, it is the one and the only C to the J.
And I'm last name Scott.
And this is His Real Podcast. Wakanda forever.
Peace.